Alex Thompson stood in the bustling kitchen of the Harrington estate, his hands trembling slightly as he chopped onions for the evening's dinner. Disguised as a simple cook named Jake, he had infiltrated his fiancée Ben's family home under the pretense of a job interview, desperate to uncover why Ben had been so distant lately. What he overheard next through the thin walls of the pantry would shatter everything he thought he knew about the man he loved. It all started 3 months ago when Ben proposed to Alex in a quiet New York City park, the skyline twinkling like a promise of forever. Alex, a self-made millionaire from humble beginnings in Chicago, had built his tech empire from scratch, but his wealth meant nothing compared to the joy Ben brought into his life. Ben Harrington, heir to a conservative old-money family in Connecticut, had always been the picture of confidence, charming, ambitious, and openly gay in a world that still whispered judgments. Yet, after the engagement, Ben's visits grew sporadic, his calls laced with excuses about family obligations. "They're traditional, Alex," Ben had said one night over dinner. "They need time to adjust." But Alex sensed something deeper, a shadow lurking behind Ben's easy smile. Was it disapproval? Or something worse? Driven by love and a gnawing fear, Alex hatched a plan. He used his connections to forge a resume as Jake Miller, a down-on-his-luck chef with impeccable references. The Harringtons, known for their lavish parties and need for domestic help, hired him on the spot after a cursory interview. "We expect discretion and excellence," Mrs. Harrington had said, her eyes scanning him like a piece of furniture. Alex nodded, suppressing a smirk. Discretion was exactly what he intended. His first week was a whirlwind of observations. The Harrington Mansion, a sprawling Georgian revival on acres of manicured lawns, buzzed with the kind of polished pretense that made Alex's skin crawl. Mr. Harrington, a stern investment banker, ruled the household with ironclad rules and a disdain for anything unconventional. Mrs. Harrington, elegant and aloof, spent her days planning charity galas that masked her boredom. Then there was Emily, Ben's younger sister, a sharp-witted college student who seemed to see through everyone's facades. And Ben himself, who visited on weekends, oblivious to Alex's presence in the kitchen. As Jake, Alex blended into the background, serving meals and eavesdropping on conversations. He learned quickly that the family harbored deep-seated prejudices. Over lunch one afternoon, Mr. Harrington grumbled about a colleague's lifestyle choices, his voice dripping with contempt. "People like that don't belong in positions of power," he said, while Mrs. Harrington nodded in agreement. Alex's heart raced. Did they know about Ben? Ben had assured him they were accepting, but these snippets suggested otherwise. The hook came on a rainy Thursday evening. Alex was preparing a roast when he heard raised voices from the adjoining study. Hiding behind the door, he listened as Mr. Harrington argued with Ben on speakerphone. "You think you can just bring that man into our family? We've built our reputation on values, Benjamin. Traditional values." Ben's response was muffled, pleading. "Dad, Alex is a good person. This isn't the 1950s. But Mr. Harrington cut him off. "If you marry him, you'll be cut off. No inheritance, no support. And there's more you don't know. Secrets that would ruin us all if they came out." Alex froze, knife in hand. Secrets? What could be so damning that it threatened their entire world? He slipped back to his duties, mind racing. That night, as he lay in the staff quarters, he replayed the words. His disguise was working, but the truth he sought might destroy the love he was fighting to save. Over the next days, Alex delved deeper. He befriended the other staff, Maria the housekeeper, who gossiped about the family's skeletons, and Tom the gardener, who hinted at old scandals. "Mr. H wasn't always so uptight," Tom whispered one afternoon while trimming hedges. "Back in the day, he had his own indiscretions." Alex pressed gently, learning fragments. A hushed affair, perhaps, or financial misdeeds, but nothing concrete. Ben arrived that weekend, looking exhausted. Alex, as Jake, served him coffee in the sunroom, their eyes meeting briefly. The spark was there, unspoken, but Alex saw the strain in Ben's posture. "Rough week?" Alex asked casually, testing the waters. Ben sighed. Family stuff. You know how it is. Alex nodded, biting back questions. That evening, during a family dinner, tensions simmered. Emily teased Ben about his mysterious fiancé, and Mr. Harrington's face darkened. Enough of that, he snapped. Later, Alex overheard Emily confronting her father in the library. Why are you so against Ben being happy? Is it because of what happened with Uncle Robert? Uncle Robert? Alex made a mental note. Ben had never mentioned an uncle. The pieces were falling into place, but slowly. Alex felt the weight of his deception, the constant fear of being discovered. Yet he couldn't stop now. The love he shared with Ben was real, forged in late-night talks and shared dreams. But if the Harringtons were hiding something that could hurt Ben, Alex had to know. As the week ended, he resolved to dig deeper, unaware that the truth would challenge everything he believed about loyalty and family. The following week brought Alex closer to the heart of the mystery. As Jake, he volunteered for extra duties, positioning himself to overhear more. One morning, while polishing silver in the dining room, he caught Mrs. Harrington on the phone. "We can't let it get out, Eleanor," she whispered urgently. "If Ben finds out about Robert, it'll destroy him." Alex's pulse quickened. Who was Robert and why the secrecy? He decided to investigate. During his off hours, he slipped into the home office, heart pounding. Rifling through drawers, he found old photo albums tucked away. Flipping through, he saw pictures of a young Mr. Harrington with a man who looked strikingly like Ben, smiling arm in arm at what appeared to be a college event. On the back, "Me and Rob, 1985. Uncle Robert, perhaps a brother?" Maria caught him there, her eyes wide. "You shouldn't be in here, Jake." Alex stammered an excuse about looking for supplies, but she pulled him aside later. "I know you're not just a cook," she said softly, "but if you're here for Ben, be careful. The Harringtons don't forgive easily." Shocked, Alex denied it, but Maria's knowing smile suggested she saw through him. Robert was Mr. H's brother, gay like Ben, disowned and, well, it's tragic. Piece by piece, Alex uncovered the story. Robert Harrington had come out in the 80s, only to be cast out by their conservative parents. He struggled, fell into depression, and died young. Officially an accident, but whispers said suicide. Mr. Harrington, racked with guilt, buried the truth, vowing never to let that lifestyle taint the family again. But irony struck. Ben was gay too, and now engaged to Alex. This revelation hit Alex like a storm. The family's homophobia wasn't just prejudice. It was born from unresolved grief and hypocrisy. Mr. Harrington's threats to Ben weren't mere disapproval. They were projections of his own failures. Alex wrestled with this, feeling a mix of anger and pity. How could he confront Ben without revealing his disguise? Ben visited midweek, and Alex arranged a chance encounter in the garden. As Jake, he struck up a conversation about family pressures. "Sometimes secrets eat away at you," Alex said vaguely. Ben opened up slightly. "My dad's always been hard on me, says I need to uphold the legacy. But I love someone who doesn't fit his mold." Alex's heart ached. He wanted to hold Ben, confess everything. But conflict arose when Emily grew suspicious. She cornered Alex in the kitchen one evening. "You look familiar, Jake, and you ask a lot of questions." Alex deflected, but Emily was sharp. "If you're spying for Ben's fiancé, tell him to back off. This family has enough drama." Her words stung. Was his meddling making things worse? The drama escalated at a family gathering. Relatives arrived, including distant cousins who echoed the Harringtons' views. Over cocktails, talk turned to politics, with slurs thrown casually about the gays ruining society. Alex, serving drinks, bit his tongue, but when a cousin joked about conversion therapy, he nearly dropped a tray. Ben, present, looked miserable, excusing himself early. That night, Alex overheard a heated argument between Mr. and Mrs. Harrington. "We should tell Ben about Robert," she urged, "before he makes the same mistakes." Mr. Harrington refused. "It would break him and expose us." Alex realized the truth could free Ben but shatter the family's facade. Torn, Alex confided in no one, his emotions swirling. Love for Ben clashed with resentment toward the family. He questioned his choices. Was deception justified for truth? As the days blurred, a plan formed. He would gather evidence, then reveal himself to Ben alone. But fate intervened. During a storm, power outage forced the family together in the living room. Stories were shared, and Emily brought up old photos. Mr. Harrington tensed as Robert's picture surfaced. "Who's that?" Ben asked innocently. The room fell silent, the air thick with unspoken pain. Alex, from the shadows, watched as Mr. Harrington dismissed it. An old friend, but Ben pressed, sensing the lie. The high trio was building, and Alex knew he couldn't stay hidden much longer. His disguise, once a shield, now felt like a cage. The storm raged outside, mirroring the turmoil within the Harrington home. Alex, still as Jake, lingered in the hallway, ears straining. Ben's insistence on the photo cracked the family's armor. "Dad, why do you always shut down when family history comes up?" Ben demanded. Mr. Harrington's face reddened. "Some things are better left buried, son. For your own good." Emily, ever the instigator, chimed in. "Maybe it's time, Dad. Ben deserves to know about Uncle Robert." The name hung like a bombshell. Mrs. Harrington gasped, but Mr. Harrington exploded. "Enough! Robert was a disgrace. He chose a path that led to ruin, and I won't let you follow it." Ben recoiled, piecing it together. "Uncle? You never mentioned a brother. And what path? Being gay." The room erupted. Mr. Harrington ranted about societal expectations, how Robert's choices cost him everything: family, career, life. He killed himself because he couldn't handle the shame, he admitted finally, voice breaking. Ben stood stunned, tears welling. "And now you're doing the same to me? Threatening to cut me off if I marry Alex?" Alex's heart shattered from his hiding spot. He wanted to rush in, comfort Ben, but exposure now would complicate everything. Instead, he retreated to the kitchen, mind reeling. The truth was out, but twisted. Mr. Harrington painted Robert's story as a cautionary tale, not a tragedy of intolerance. The next day, the house buzzed with aftermath. Ben confronted his parents privately, demanding details. Alex overheard fragments. Robert had been vibrant, a promising artist, but disowned after coming out. He struggled in a hostile world, succumbing to despair. "You let him die alone," Ben accused. Mr. Harrington defended. "We tried to help, but he wouldn't change." The hypocrisy fueled Ben's anger. He saw parallels to his own life. Alex grappled with his role. His investigation had indirectly sparked this revelation. But at what cost? Ben seemed liberated yet devastated, questioning his family's love. Alex decided it was time to come clean. That evening, he slipped a note under Ben's door. "Meet me in the garden at midnight." The meeting was tense. Under moonlight, Alex removed his chef's hat, revealing himself. Ben's eyes widened in shock. "Alex? What the hell?" Alex explained everything, the doubts, the disguise, the overheard threats. "I did it because I love you. I needed to understand why you were pulling away." Ben's reaction mixed hurt and relief. "You spied on me? On my family?" He paced, conflicted. "But you uncovered what they've hidden for years. Uncle Robert. It's like they erased him. They talked for hours, emotions raw." Ben admitted the pressure had been crushing him, fearing loss of family for love. Alex held him, vowing support. But the drama intensified. Emily, suspecting foul play, had followed them. She burst in. "I knew it. You're Ben's fiancé." Accusations flew: deception, invasion of privacy. Ben defended Alex, but Emily stormed off, threatening to tell their parents. The family confrontation came the next morning. Mr. Harrington, informed by Emily, fired Jake on the spot, raging about betrayal. "You infiltrated my home? For what?" "To dig up dirt." Alex stood tall, no longer hiding. "To protect the man I love from your bigotry." You hid Robert's story to control Ben, but truth sets free. Words escalated into shouts. Mrs. Harrington wept, admitting guilt over Robert. Ben, torn between loyalties, chose Alex. If you can't accept us, then we're done. He grabbed Alex's hand, a defiant stand. Social conflicts peaked. Whispers of scandal rippled through their circles. Friends sided, some condemning the Harringtons' hypocrisy, others decrying Alex's methods. Ben faced career threats, his inheritance revoked, but found strength in authenticity. Alex reflected on choices. His deception, though motivated by love, breached trust. Yet it exposed buried pain, forcing healing. As they left the estate, Ben leaned on Alex. "This changes everything." Alex nodded, the weight lifting slightly. In the wake of the confrontation, Alex and Ben fled to Alex's Manhattan penthouse, a sanctuary of modern lines and city views. The drive was silent at first, heavy with unspoken regrets. "Did I push too far?" Alex asked finally. Ben squeezed his hand. "You forced the truth out. It hurts, but it's necessary." Their bond, tested by fire, felt stronger, forged in shared vulnerability. Back in the city, reality set in. Ben's phone buzzed with messages. Family pleas, threats, and support from unexpected allies. Emily texted, "I'm sorry for ratting you out. Dad's wrong. Come home when ready." It hinted at fractures, potential mending. But Mr. Harrington remained steadfast, cutting financial ties. Ben, once reliant on family wealth, now faced independence. "I'll build my own path," he declared, eyes fierce. Alex supported him, offering resources without pressure. His millionaire status, once a secret weapon, now a tool for good. He connected Ben with therapists specializing in family trauma and LGBTQ+ issues. Sessions revealed Ben's deep-seated fears of abandonment, echoing Robert's fate. "I was scared of ending up like him," Ben confessed one night, curled against Alex. Social ripples extended beyond the family. News of the Harrington scandal leaked, anonymous tips to media about the hidden uncle and homophobic heirloom. Tabloids buzzed, "Old money family's gay secret exposed." Protests formed outside Harrington offices, activists decrying hypocrisy. Mr. Harrington issued statements denying bigotry, but damage was done. Stock prices dipped, reputations tarnished. Alex faced backlash too. Friends questioned his ethics. Was spying justified? He defended, "When love's at stake, lines blur." But doubts lingered. Was he a hero or manipulator? Ben reassured him, "You gave me courage to choose myself." Amid chaos, moments of tenderness shone. They walked Central Park, reminiscing about their proposal. "Remember when we dreamed of a simple wedding?" Ben said. Alex smiled. "We can still have that." Planning began, a symbol of defiance. Intimate, authentic, surrounded by true friends. Yet, conflicts persisted. A cousin sued for defamation, claiming the leaks came from Alex. Though unfounded, it dragged them into courtrooms, testing resilience. Ben's career in finance stalled, firms wary of association. He pivoted, starting a nonprofit for LGBTQ+ youth from conservative families, inspired by Robert. Emily visited secretly, bridging gaps. "Dad's reflecting," she shared. Mom found Robert's letters, full of love, regret. It humanized Mr. Harrington, revealing his own suppressed grief. Perhaps change was possible. High trio crested at a family mediation. Arranged by lawyers, they met in neutral ground, a quiet conference room. Mr. Harrington, aged overnight, spoke haltingly. "I failed Robert. Feared failing you too, Ben." Tears flowed as stories unfolded. Ben forgave partially. "Acceptance means action, Dad. Support us or lose us." Alex watched, emotions mixed. His role as catalyst brought pain but potential healing. As they left, hand in hand, Ben whispered, "This truth changed my life, for the better." Months passed, wounds scarring over. Ben's nonprofit thrived, Alex funding discreetly. They married in a small ceremony, vows echoing commitment through trials. The Harringtons attended tentatively, a step toward reconciliation. But society debated. Blogs, forums buzzed with opinions on deception versus truth. Alex pondered if his choices were right, knowing love's path was rarely straight. As the dust settled, Alex and Ben built a life intertwined with purpose. Ben's organization, Robert's Legacy, provided counseling and scholarships, turning personal pain into communal healing. Alex, leveraging his tech savvy, developed an app connecting LGBTQ plus individuals with supportive networks, bridging gaps the Harringtons once widened. Family ties mended slowly. Mr. Harrington, prompted by therapy, publicly supported gay rights at a gala, dedicating it to Robert. "I was wrong," he admitted on stage, voice trembling. Mrs. Harrington volunteered at Ben's events, her elegance now channeled into empathy. Emily became a fierce advocate, majoring in social justice. Yet, scars remained. Ben occasionally woke from nightmares of rejection, Alex soothing him with reminders of their strength. "We chose each other," Alex would say. Their home, a cozy brownstone, filled with laughter and friends, contrasted the cold estate. Social debates raged on. Articles dissected the story. Millionaire's masquerade, heroic or invasive? Comment sections split. Some praised Alex's bravery. Others condemned privacy breaches. It sparked broader conversations on family secrets in conservative circles, challenging norms. Alex reflected on his journey. From millionaire hiding wealth to cook unveiling truths, he learned vulnerability's power. Ben's transformation, from hesitant heir to empowered leader, inspired him daily. Their love, once shadowed, now shone brightly. One evening, over wine, Ben raised a toast. "To truths that change us." Alex clinked glasses, grateful for the chaos that led here. In the end, the question lingers. Was Alex justified in his deception to uncover the family secret?